We want swaggy flow. We want what? Swaggy flow. So let's do it together again. The book is called Truly A Journey of Two Disorders. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Life is a journey, isn't it? And every single one of us in this room have done some sort of journey one way or other. Do we agree? Yes or yes? You see, there's no option of no. Yes or yes? Yes. And in this book, how many of us know that we've gone through some adventures in our own lives? Yes or no? If you're going to talk about one adventure in your life, you can find one thing you're going to talk about, right? Yes or no? Abi, yes or no? Especially the ones that you like, but you might not want to tell everybody about. Because you know how it makes you feel so good, so powerful, so mindful, so aware of how amazing God made each and every one of us. But now I have the privilege to tell you about 21 adventures. How many adventures? 21 adventures. So for me, typically, the way I do my things is that when I've been asked to review a book, sometimes, some books, they're like assignments. Can we relate? It's almost like an exam, but because you like the person involved, very disappointed. So, Emma Umora, Emma Joe Dada, Emma Balance. They start to read the book so that Emma they call to talk to them. Can we relate? Yes or no? But with this particular book, as usual, I ate well. I even kept extra food besides I was picking and putting things because sometimes that's the consolation when the book is hard to get through. Then I balance, and my balancing is typically to sit and I raise my legs with my back, like with pillows. Did you see that interruption in my flow? What are we going to do about her? As I was saying, what was last thing I said? The balancing. With legs where? Straight. Pillows where? At the back. But still things to put in my mouth, right? So that the labor of going through reading the book was going to be easy, and actually I should enjoy at least one thing about it, right? But with this book, and by the way I read this book, I might not look it, but I cannot see any of you. By the way, that is what you came to come and stop me to come and see. Right? So I identify as a blind woman. 18 years ago, I lost my sight due to glaucoma. This is the thickness of glasses that I had. So that means I'd been around opticians, ophthalmologists, optometrists, but I was never diagnosed. Nobody took my eye pressures. So by the time I finally had diagnosis, more than 99 point something of my sight was already gone. There was nothing to do. But as we gisting about me putting my legs in what direction? In what direction were my legs? On the couch, right? What was behind me? Pillows. And I kept things to put in my mouth, right? Yes or yes? Then I picked up the book. I read the book the way a blind person reads it because Anita had sent me a soft copy. So I had my earpiece in my ear. Then I was flipping through, reading this book. How did I say I was sitting first? Like this and like that, right? I did not know when one leg came down. Then the other one. Then there were some things I read in the books. I'm like, oh shit! How many adventures did I tell you are in this book? How many? 21. This O'Shea moment was in chapter 3. Adventure number 3. That was when my leg had come down and I'd gotten up, O'Shea. There's another chapter. This chapter, that one, Umi followed you with why? Because it was a chapter that captured so much. When your parents say no, even when society says something different. And I could relate. Because my dad, because again, I am one of the daddy's girls. So my dad, power engineer, my first degree is in engineering power systems. Then having done careers across telecom engineering, building infrastructure, Today we do social engineering, making every space count for everybody who's interested in getting into spaces, ending in 7 digits and above. Anyone who's interested, let's talk. 7 digits and above. And then again, as long as we want to participate, let's make it happen for everybody. Okay, so as a daddy's girl, hearing some of the accounts of Anifa being tired and fed up, and daddy will say no, or her leaving her frame or her support behind, and her popsy will catch her and strap it back on. Remember that, is it Bashira that said that she walked into Anifa's room and saw awards? Yeah, it was Bashira, right? Aha! Those awards, where they started coming from, the backstory to the main thing that brought those awards that were now gathered in that room. There is a chapter around it, everything. But even you would think that for a person who's this accomplished, you would think things should just be easy. Have you ever seen now? Yes or no? Yes or no? It's not that way. Because again, our young lady has aspirations and keep applying for things, and disappointments still come as these young adults. So all the support is there, accolade is there, evidence of excellence is there, but you still get news. And how that can be so demoralizing sometimes. In that moment, did you see what I did now? That's what I was now doing, but I was still standing. That's taking us towards adventure number 16. Adventure number what? 16. But then I kept on turning the pages on what was now being more available for her, her discovering herself, her deciding to write. By the way, fun fact, guess what year I met Anifa? Any guesses? It's in the 2020s, so it was after COVID. Any guess where? Wait. Which way do I turn? This side. What do you think? No, I mean, someone I feel like said it here about 2023. 2. What month? What month? Out of 12 months. Guess. No.
October.
February. Who said February? February 2022. Guess where I met her? Because this bitch, she don't sit in one place. But also me too, do I sit in one place? So we met at a Toastmasters event. A friend invited me, and Ifa was there. And for me, I just came to listen, I just went all over the place. And then, of course, right now, my amazing colleague brought me up without my cane. But that day I went with him and I had my cane with me. So people were confused, like, when you're wearing glasses and you cannot see. She medicated glasses, called the yellow drain, So I spoke a bit about how I chose to keep my glasses instead of wearing dark shades so that I could tell the story. So people could do better about taking care of themselves with glaucoma. But this is not about me. Back to Anifa. She approached me after. Hello. I was like, hi. She was like, well, I have an impairment too. I'm like, oh, really?
She's moving now. She's moving.
She was like, oh, but you sound nice too. So I was like, the most new person with disability sound nice. And she leaned into me, and from that time we kept in touch. But up till very recently, Anifa has continued to show her resilience, participating in intensive stuff that is going to reshape how we do disability inclusion in Nigeria. But that is not really the story. The point was this young, amazing, vibrant, supported woman goes around telling her stories, being undeniable, and in chapter 16, you will see, not 16, chapter 19, you see snippets of that. Some of Anifa's waka about the different places where she's made so much sense will be part of. In how many adventures did I say were there? 21. You'll catch snippets of them all over in that. But I call attention to chapter 19. But as I wind down this review with chapter 21 itself, in chapter 21 is a challenge to me to you, to everyone who would read the book. Because there, you'd see how this young woman who is recently turned 23, right, Sanifa? Recently turned 23 in chapter 21. She speaks about how she's not done, how she's where she is, but still aspiring for more. And even while it might not look like it's going to be easy, she's ready to do what needs to be done to make sure she gets all the best opportunities she can. By then, by the time I read that chapter, still standing, still flipping, you can see I could not drop that book. Did you get that message? Yes or no? I could not. When I started, like talking about it now, I have goosebumps. I couldn't drop it. And that's the book I invite you all to purchase. Not just because we like and know Anifa, but because her story will remove all our excuses. Actually, destroys everybody's excuses. The stories are told in such an interesting, relatable way, very real, very raw. You will laugh like I did. You will do O'Shea like I did. You will cry like I did. And you will square your shoulders and decide to do much more like I have done. I invite you to pick not just one copy, not two, not three, but for every life that this book will be into their hands. My prayer is that you don't only read the adventures for entertainment, but take away lessons that makes you become a better person. Thank you, Anika, for this opportunity.